We got the green light, it's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 When I say monster, you say jam. Monster. Monster. Yeah, when I say monster, you say jam. Monster. Monster. Let's ride, we got the green light, it's a party in the pit tonight. Let's go, this is how we roll on tires that are larger than life. Doesn't matter where you're from, it's running through your blood. Time to get loud, everybody buckle up. You waited, now you made it to the greatest show on dirt. It's the Monster Jam. 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 Yeah, yeah. Nashville, are you ready? This is Monster Jam!
Clear to move.
He's your 2023 World Final Racing Champion, all the way from Paris, Texas. He is Tristan England in JCB Digatron.
My personality is a perfect fit for this truck. We are a combination of talent and toughness. We are fearless. We are confident. We are one of a kind. We're not here to just compete. We're here to smash the competition.
3, 2, 1, let's hit the gas. Everybody sparkle smash! I'm sparkle smash, I'm the star of the track. When I get in the pit, I'm fierce, I'm fast. Yeah, I shimmer and I shine like a diamond in the sky. But when I hammer the throttle, you know I'm ready to fly. I got a swagger till I take it to my home. And I leave you in my Please welcome the most courageous and powerful 6-ton unicorn with a bold attitude. It's Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash! Nissan Stadium, are you ready for Monster Jam? Our first competition tonight is JCB Racing. All 12 trucks have been seated into the racing bracket based on a random draw. Now, 4 trucks have received automatic advancements into round 2, and the rest of our field of competition will race head-to-head, and the winners of those races will advance on into round number 2. We're going to show you the official JCB Racing bracket, where our first head-to-head matchup will be Armando Castro, El Toro Loco, going up against Cynthia Gautier and Lucas Stabilizer. The winner of that race will see Adam Anderson and Gravedigger in round 2. Then we'll see Caleb Blood and Sparkle Smash going up against Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken, and the winner will see Jim Kohler and Avenger in round 2.
Now let's go ahead and take a look at the second half of round 1. You're going to see the competition debut for Uproar here at Monster Jam, driven by John Zimmer. He's going head-to-head with the JCB Digatron Tristan England, and the winner of that race will advance to round 2, where they're going to see Chris Kohler in Brutus. Your final round 1 matchup will be Ryan Anderson in Son of a Digger, going head-to-head with Mike Pagliarulo in Excalibur, and once again, the winner of that race advances to round 2, where they're going to see John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity.
That is your head-to-head matchup here for JCB Racing. Of course, 12 points are on the line to kick things off here in Monster Jam. Also, kind of keep in mind here about the track conditions. Of course, we saw the water truck out there. Yesterday during practice, it was very dry, and a lot of our drivers were having some vision issues, and of course, kind of just trying to figure out how to navigate. The track construction crew did an amazing job. They've watered this track down, but you're going to see this track kind of refurbish or repurpose some of this dirt. And what's going to happen is every track pass is going to change from every driver. So you might see a certain time from our first head-to-head matchup, and by the time we get to the last head-to-head matchup, I mean, you're going to see some of that dirt kind of resurface itself there, and it's going to dry out a little bit. So kind of keep that in mind there from all the turns, especially all the race passes that we're going to see here throughout round 1. Again, a reminder, Adam Anderson and Gravedigger, Jim Kohler and Avenger, and Chris Kohler and Brutus, and John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity all have an automatic advancement into round 2. And John Zimmer Jr., of course, for the first time debuting here in a Monster Jam Stadium event for his career. All right, Nashville, are you ready for JCB Racing? Our first competitor up, please welcome Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. And his opponent, please welcome Cynthia Gautier, Lucas Stabilizer. Our staging lights are lit at the 50-yard line for each of our competitors as we await the approach of El Toro Loco. It's time to go racing! finished. We're going to go to the super glued to the action replay coming up here in just a moment. But fans, who do you think your winner was? Take a look at the finish. Lucas Stabilizer advances on with a time of 19.266. So Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer advance on to see Adam Anderson and Gravedigger in round 2. And there is the JCB Racing bracket as we're going to get set here for race number 2. Coming up, please welcome Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. And in the red lane, it's Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. They're going to get ready to line up and do battle here in our second head-to-head matchup here in round 1. Sparkle Smash to the line as we await for Kraken's approach here. We're going to get set and go. Smash advance on into round 2. She will see Jim Kohler and Avenger as we take a look at that replay. A great start there for Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash. We're going to get that time. There it is, 19.741. Our third head-to-head matchup getting ready to line up on top of our Monster Jam pod here. In the gray lane, it's Tristan England, JCB Digatron. And in the red lane, please welcome John Zimmer, Uproar. The debut of Uproar here to Monster Jam, and John Zimmer making his return here back to the track. Taking on the World Finals champion in 2023, let's go green! And now we're going to get a re-rack, our staging lights reset for both of our competitors. Remember, those outside yellow lights means our drivers need to head to the starting line. When you see 2 yellow lights, it means they're ready to go. Your winner advancing on, Tristan England and JCB Digatron. Digatron will be taking on Chris Kohler and Brutus in round 2 as we take a look at the super glued to the action replay. Fastest time of the night right now, a sub 19 seconds with an 18.728. As I mentioned, the track conditions changing for each of our drivers on each race pass. And now we've got a new fast time brought to you by JCB Digatron and Tristan England. We are coming up on our very last head-to-head matchup here in round 1. In the gray lane, please welcome Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. And his opponent, please welcome in the red lane, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. Your winner will take on John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity in round 2. And we see Excalibur for the first time here since the 80s, 90s there, making his return back to Monster Jam. And your winner advancing on, Ryan Anderson and son of a digger. We're going to wait for that official time to get locked in by our Finish Links timing system. Accurate to 1/10,000th of a second. And there it is. Fastest time of the night now, 18.584. Now set by Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger.
Monster Jam fans, this is round 2 of JCB Racing. The fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round, and they're going to compete against the 4 drivers who have that automatic buy-in, but only 4 can make it to the semifinal round. Who's ready for more JCB Racing?
In the gray lane, please welcome Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. And advancing on into round 2 from round 1, we've got Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer in the red lane. The winner will move on into your semi-final round. Both are locked in. Your winner is Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. So far, the theme of the night has been fastest race pass time after fast race pass time. Let's see what the time is for Gravedigger. Another fast time of the night, 18.461. We're getting ready here for our second head-to-head matchup in round 2. In the gray lane, Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash coming in from round 1 to meet her opponent in the red lane. Please welcome Jim Kohler, Avenger. The winner will see Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. And the winner of this race must beat a time of 18.461 set by Gravedigger in order to get lane choice. So time's very important, crucial even here for our drivers in round 2. Both are locked in. Time to go green. Jim Kohler and Avenger move on to your semifinal round, and let's see what time he has created here on our Monster Jam track as we take a look at that replay. Remember, he must beat a time of 18.461, and now he does it. 18.401, the new fast time, and he has lane choice in your semifinal round. These track conditions changing with every pass, and every pass seems to get faster and faster. There it is, the official JCB Racing bracket. In the gray lane, please welcome Chris Kohler, Brutus. And in the red lane, advancing on into round 2, we've got Tristan England and JCB Digatron. The winner of this race will advance on to your semi-final round. They are going to be looking at those staging lights. They are ready. They are getting set. And it is time to go. Tristan England and JCB Digatron advance on into the semi-final round. He continues on through the rounds of racing here into the semi-final round as we await that official time to be locked in. Another fast time, 18.169, now held by Tristan England and JCB Digatron. In the gray lane, we've got Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger about to take on, in the red lane, John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. The winner of this race must get a time faster than 18.169 in order to have lane choice, and that has been the story thus far this track, producing some very quick times here for our drivers. A wild race here for our last head-to-head matchup in round 2. Your winner is Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. He will advance on into the semifinal round. Our first sub-18 second run, and now another new fast time, 17.959. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger also has lane choice, and John Zimmer Jr. in Terminal Velocity also had the second fastest time of the night with that 18.152, just not enough to move on for John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity.
Monster Jam fans, this is the semi-final round for JCB Racing. The fastest 4 drivers have advanced to this round, but only 2 can make it to the final round. Let me hear you if you're ready for more JCB Racing.
In the gray lane, we've got Adam Anderson and Gravedigger. And in the red lane, we've got Jim Kohler and Avenger. And Avenger, given lane choice, he stays in the red lane here for the semifinal round matchup. The winner will advance on to your JCB Racing Finals. Remember, the first 12 points on the line for our drivers. Your winner, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger. A little hiccup there with Avenger on the first turn on the outside race lane for Jim Cole and Avenger, and unfortunately that puts him not in the winner's circle with a 21.401, but Gravedigger completes his time with an 18.278. Good enough to put him in the JCB Racing final round. We're awaiting to see who will take on Adam Anderson and Gravedigger in that final round here in just a moment. And the JCB Racing bracket up on the video board right now. We've got in the gray lane Tristan England and JCB Diggatron taking on Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. They're in the red lane here for the semifinal round. The winner of this race must complete a race pass faster than 18.278 in order to get lane choice in your JCB Racing final round. This will be a race you definitely do not want to miss. Don't blink here. Your 2023 JCB Racing World Finals champion, JCB Diggatron, your 4-time World Finals champion, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. What a race between these 2 World Finals champions, and it is Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger who will move on to your JCB Racing Finals. Look at that time, 17.491, the fastest time of the night now, collected by Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and he will have lane choice in your JCB Racing final round. You can see right now Bryce Langlois is out there with Son of a Digger.
He is now on the 60-second clock. There the clock is. He has 60 seconds to get that truck fired. And he is now officially on the clock. There was an engine swap, a brand new engine put in Son of a Digger, as KCG had reported earlier in Monster Jam trackside. I saw the jump box, which means that it might be electrical or battery issue there with Son of a Digger. If he can't make it, it will be JCB Diggatron. He does now fire and shuts back off. He's testing. It sounds like he's good. I'm getting word from our Monster Jam officials. Bryce Langlois, your 2024 Technician of the Year. He has to stay fired here for Son of a Digger.
Monster Jam fans, this is the final round of JCB Racing. The fastest two drivers have advanced to this round, but only one can be the winner of this round and have a chance of winning the overall event champion. Who's ready to meet your overall contenders? Or your final contenders, excuse me.
In the gray lane, he is your 5-time World Finals champion from Gill Double Hills, North Carolina, Adam Anderson, Grave Digger. And in the red lane, he's your 4-time World Finals champion from Gill Double Hills, North Carolina, Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. Brother versus brother, your winner is Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. In epic fashion between Team Grave Digger. The finish there up on the video board, brought to you by the original Super Glue. 5-second penalty assessed to Grave Digger, and Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger collects the first 12 points of the night. He is your JCB Racing winner. There the time is a 17.619 for your JCB Racing winner, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. His fiance, his 2 kids here watching on as he collects his first 12 points of the night. There it is, the replay on the video board, bicycling it around the last turn. Well, Ryan, a huge congratulations to you. Last weekend in Kansas City, you and your brother Adam had 2 of the closest scores in freestyle that anybody has ever seen here at Monster Jam. Was the pressure on lining up against him, going face-to-face with him in this final race?
You know what? I can't say it was, man. Me and my big brother in the final round, that's exactly what we want to do every time around here on the track. It didn't matter. The win was going to happen, and we're going to bring it home to North Carolina, whether it was my big brother or me. But I can promise you this. We didn't come all the way from North Carolina just for racing. We came here to get wild tonight, baby. So this is just the start. We're just getting warmed up. Nashville, I know it's hot out, but who's ready for us to blow it up tonight?
There you see where we stand in the BKT overall event leaderboard. Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger collects the first 12 points of the night, followed by his brother Adam Anderson with 11. JCB Digatron, Avenger, Terminal Velocity, and Sparkle Smash are your top 6 here in our field of competition. And of course, we've got a lot more Monster Jam action coming your way.
What's happening, Monster Jam fans? I am in section 143. I'm here with Baker. He's going to try to win something really cool, all right? You ready for this?
Kinda not really.
Let's do it. We'll take a look at the Monster Jam video board. Here's Tristan England.
Toro Loco, C, Max B, or D, Osborne. If you know the answer, let me hear you.
Shout it out if you think you know the answer, Nashville. Let me hear you. Oh, Will. These guys over here are like, well, you know, it is what it is. What do you think it is, Baker?
A.
Yeah, he says it's A. Is he right? And... well, hey, he is right. You know what? I got something really cool. A Loop of Doom Spin Master, brought to you by Spin Master and Monster Jam. That is for you, and you guys can get your Spin Master wherever you buy your toys.
Well, we are not done racing just yet. We're going to do the Truckin' Pals race where each and every one of you can decide who is going to be your Truckin' Pals racing winner. Let's see who we've got at the line. We've got JCB Digatron. We've got Zombie. And we've got Son of a Digger. All right, pick your truck who you think is going to win. Looks like they are ready to go. This is Truckin' Pals Racing. They are to the line. And we go racing! They are off. Here we go. Zombie out in front, followed by Son of a Digger. Zombie up in front. But JCB Digatron coming back. And he is your winner. Give yourself a round of applause if you chose JCB Digatron as your Truckin' Pals Racing winner. Well, our second competition coming up is the Great Clips Skills Challenge. This is where our drivers are going to have 2 attempts to throw down their sickest tricks on just 2 wheels, or they can do 1 Monster Jam donut. Now, you, the fans, of course, are going to be using judgeszone.com, and of course, you're going to be looking for all those great combination moves. Maybe you'll see a bicycle, a sky wheelie. You never know. Maybe some new innovative move, but we're going to throw it down to Jabari Thomas, who's going to let you know how you score at judgeszone.com.
That's right, Kay. I will say to you guys that Monster Jam is completely unscripted. That is right. You guys, the fans, are going to have the opportunity to help score this next competition. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. Take out your phone, go to your browser, and head to judgeszone.com. Judgeszone.com. We also have this QR code right there. If you want to go ahead and scan that, that will take you to Judges Zone as well. Okay? Your city code is NAS. NAS is your city code. You're going to punch that in. Then you're going to see the BKT tire. You're going to slide that tire all the way into the red to score high. And then you're going to slide, or I should say, into the green to score really high. Or you're going to slide that BKT tire in the red to score low. And then you got 20 seconds to get those scores in. And that's how we're going to do it. So after each competition, 20 seconds to get those scores in at judgeszone.com.
We're going to kick things off with our first competitor out on the track, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He rides around on those front tires with a nose wheelie, balancing it out. One more attempt left there for Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. He's your 2024 World Finals Great Clips Skills Challenge World Finals champion. And pops it back up on those front tires. Some great balance and control there from Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. A great inside cab look at the concentration on that man's face as he goes back into a moonwalk.
Make some noise for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. Now's the time, judgeszone.com. You got 20 seconds to lock in those scores.
The QR code up on the video board as well. You can scan that and it'll take you right to judgeszone.com. Make sure you use this replay, though, to get those scores locked in accurately and fairly. As we watch two great attempts there as he kicks things off, the bar is going to be set pretty high, I feel, for the rest of the field of competition here tonight. And there it is, the score locked in, 8.315. Two great attempts there from Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. We saw some combination moves as well on that last attempt, especially. You will be able to use judgeszone.com throughout the rest of the night here for this competition specifically. Look for stoppies, poppers, wheelies, bicycles, and combinations. We're going to get set with our second driver up, Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. What a wild move there. One more attempt left.
Let's hear it for Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
Time to get those scores in. Code NAS. And he is out of his truck. 2 great attempts he's feeling great about there. Time to get those scores in. We want to know what you think. We're going to see that replay right now. The bicycle with the great save there at the end. There it is, a 6.211 for Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. 2 trucks have completed their 2 attempts, as we're going to continue to move on here with our 3rd driver up here in just a moment. And there is where we stand right now in the Great Clips Skills Challenge with those 2 competitors. 8.315 still is the score to beat from Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Our 3rd driver up, it's John Zimmer, Uproar. A slap wheelie for Uproar and John Zimmer, who's driven 38 Monster Jam trucks in his career. One more attempt left.
Let's hear it for John Zimmer, Uproar. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at JudgesZone.com. Let's do it, Nashville.
The second attempt off the ski jump goes for the popper, tries to do a moonwalk on the second attempt. As we take a look in just a moment at that super glued to the action replay, we see a nice slap wheelie on the first attempt as we await your scores to be locked in. And we're going to go straight to scores. Let's see where you put Uproar. You gave him a 5.194. So Armando Castro and El Toro Loco still the score to beat, 8.315, as we have completed 3 trucks now in the Great Clips Skills Challenge. We're about to meet our 4th competitor, Mike Pagliarulo, Excalibur. First attempt completed with the popper into a nose wheelie for Excalibur, which debuted in 1985 and now makes its return back to Monster Jam, driven by Mike Pagliarulo. Let's see what the second attempt will be.
Let's hear it for Mike Pagliarulo in the legendary Excalibur. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com. Kate?
The second attempt there, a bicycle saves it and switches those two BKT tires to the left side, but unfortunately just topples over there at the very end. Two great attempts though from Mike Pagliarulo and Excalibur. And now it is up to you fans as scores are locked in. Your score coming up on the video board, a 6.772.
Wanted to give you an update from the pits. Two trucks were brought to the pits after the racing competition. And first off, we're going to talk about Avenger. So Jim Kohler brought Avenger back here to the back because he was feeling some issues with the front steer of the truck. They ended up working on the crossover relief valve. If a truck hits a ramp out there on the track and lands hard on one of the corners, the crossover relief valve makes it so that the steering wheel doesn't rip out of the driver's hands. It makes for a little bit more control so the steering wheel doesn't move too abruptly. They also checked all of the hydraulic fluid lines here in the front. Everything is good to go, so Avenger is going to make it back for the skills competition. I also want to walk on over this way and talk about Son of a Digger. When it came to the racing final, Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger went to fire his truck, and the truck did not fire. I heard an audible gasp. I heard snickers. I heard comments from the fans in the stands wondering what was going on with the truck. He did compete in the final. He won the racing competition, of course, and they did end up bringing the truck to the pits. Bryce Langlois, his crew chief, checked over everything on the truck and said that there was nothing wrong with any of the components. He thinks that because it has been so hot today, the truck may have just overheated. So they're letting the truck cool down right now. They have refueled, and they've also plugged the truck in so that the battery is strong for the skills competition. As of now, there's no big damage to report back here in the pits. You're looking at a full fleet for the skills competition.
Casey, thank you so much for that great update there about our two Monster Jam drivers and their trucks. And there it is, the Great Clips Skills Challenge leaderboard with Armando Castro and El Toro Loco still in the lead with an 8.315. So that is the score to beat, as four of our trucks have competed and many more trucks left here to decide who will be our Great Clips Skills Challenge winner. And of course, great news there for both of our competitors. They're in the back crash zone for Jim Kohler and Avenger, and Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. As we're going to continue here in just a moment, we've got another driver coming up. Our fifth competitor is getting ready to attack the track for their two attempts, or one attempt, at a Monster Jam donut, and that is your 2019 World Finals High Jump champion, Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. She is back in action after a maternity leave. Get those trucker signals going. And she kicks things off with a bicycle attempt, as she has one more attempt remaining.
Make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Two bicycle attempts for Lucas Stabilizer and Cynthia Gauthier. And now you are officially on the clock to let us know what you think about those two attempts as we take a look at the replay brought to you by Super Glue. A few seconds left. And your scores will be now locked in. Your score for Lucas Stabilizer, 6.894. Our next driver up is Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. And that will count as one attempt there for Sparkle Smash. Trying to get the back end of the Sparkle Smash onto that Morgan & Morgan backflip with the popper attempt. One more attempt remaining, though, for Sparkle Smash. And she will go off the racing ramp into a popper, into a nose wheelie.
Let me hear you make some noise for Kayla Blood, Sparkle Smash. It's up to you, Nashville. Head to judgeszone.com and lock in your scores.
Sparkle Smash waiting your official score there at judgeszone.com with only 8 seconds left on the clock now. We take a look at the replay. Hitting the video board right now. Just not enough power there at the beginning. And then we see that great popper off of the racing ramp into the nose wheelie. Scores are locked in. Your score there, 6.942 for Sparkle Smash. There is your official leaderboard right there, the top 6 here, created by you, the fans, at judgeszone.com. El Toro Loco, 8.317, the only one in the 8s right now. We've got a few more drivers left remaining here in this second competition. And of course, great news there from our pit reporter, KCG. Avenger, I'm being told, is coming back out on the track here in just a moment. And there he is, Jim Kohler and Avenger, one of the true veterans of our sport here in Monster Jam. Competed in every single Monster Jam World Finals thus far that we've had here. So El Toro Loco is the score to beat, 8.315. And we're about to meet our 7th competitor. And that will be Chris Kohler, Brutus. The son of Jim Kohler and Avenger, Chris Kohler and Brutus competed on Stadium Championship Series West here in the 2024 season. And now we're going to see what he can do here out on the track here tonight inside Nissan Stadium. He has 2 attempts or 1 attempt at a Monster Jam donut. Riding on those 2 BKT tires for his first attempt at a bicycle. And a big wheelie into the popper, into a nose wheelie. A great combination for Chris Kohler and Brutus. Walks it back to a moonwalk.
Make some noise for Brutus. Nashville, you got 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
What a great second attempt there from Chris Kohler and Brutus. He goes off of the big ski jump, lands some big air, and able to catch it there at the very bottom of the ramp into that popper. And then nose wheelies it to the front and then comes back to the moonwalk. Scores are locked. Your score to beat. El Toro Loco and Armando Castro have held the lead thus far with an 8.315. Your score for Brutus is 8.851. He's now your new leader. A great attempt there from Brutus, and now it's time to see the return of John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity. Making his stadium debut, but his return back to Monster Jam after about a year break. Coming from an arena background, let's see what kind of technical skills he brings to the stadium side of things. You can see that there's some issues there on the very front end of Terminal Velocity. Let's see if he's going to be able to pull out a last trick here. Let's hear it for John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. Bicycle attempt on the last attempt, tries to save it, but unfortunately just can't get it back up on all fours. John Zimmer Jr., your 2023 Rising Star Award winner, coming back here to Monster Jam, making his stadium career debut. And there it is, the replay on the video board. Terminal Velocity scores are locked in. Let's see where you put them. A 5.192.
Monster Jam fans, it's time for us to have a little bit of fun here in the stands. We're going to play something called the Helmet Shuffle. It's pretty simple. All you got to do is just keep your eye on the trophy. Okay, here we go. Let's put it up. It's going to start right in the middle there. You got to keep your eyes on it. It's going to shuffle around. Going to check your vision here. And here we go. All right, I'm watching it. And okay, shout it out if you think you know which one. I see two. I see two. I see two. I see two. I see a lot of twos. Okay. Well, let's see if it is number 2, all right? Let's go ahead and unveil the first one. And is it under 1? No. Well, not under 3. So it has to be under number 2. Well, Nashville, you got perfect eye vision here, that's for sure. Thanks for playing the Helmet Shuffle. Now I got one more question. Who's ready for more Monster Jam?
The Great Clip Skills Challenge leaderboard there. Brutus takes the top spot there with those two great attempts with an 8.851. Right behind him is Armando Castro and El Toro Loco. Of course, KCG will be giving us an update there on Terminal Velocity and John Zimmer Jr. here in just a little bit, as we're going to continue things right along here with our next driver, Jim Kohler, Avenger. Sky wheelie attempt for the first attempt from Jim Kohler and Avenger.
Make some noise for Avenger. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
The popper attempt on the second attempt here for Jim Kohler and Avenger has been part of the great evolution of this sport of Monster Jam. Started in his career over 20 years ago and now still in it. Waiting for your scores there at judgeszone.com, and the scores are locked in 5.317 for Avenger. We've got our 10th driver coming up, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. A great combination move from Tristan England and JCB Digatron with one more attempt remaining.
Let's hear it for JCB Digatron. 20 seconds to lock in those scores. Nashville, is up to you at judgeszone.com.
Yeah, keep in mind that you and only you will decide the outcome of this competition here, the Great Clip Skills Challenge. Not myself, not Jabari, not Casey, no one but you, the fans, at judgeszone.com will be choosing the winner of this competition. Scores are locked. Your score for JCB Digatron, 8.392. Still in the lead is Brutus with an 8.851. Our second to last competitor coming up, Adam Anderson, Gravedigger.
Let's hear it for Adam Anderson in Gravedigger. You guys got 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com.
Definitely not the second attempt that Adam Anderson in Gravedigger was looking for off of the ski jump. Looked like he slid a little bit. Not sure if it's still too wet on that side of the ramp or not. Nonetheless, though, that was his second attempt, and now we need you to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. A great first attempt, though, uses the Morgan & Morgan backflip to stand up on those front BKT tires. Your scores are locked, 6.572 for Gravedigger. He is our last competitor here of the Great Clip Skills Challenge, Ryan Anderson, son of a digger. We're awaiting the presence of Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger to the track. His crew chief Bryce Langlois making sure that the truck is ready to go. And we are ready to witness his 2 attempts here as our final competitor of the Great Cliff Skills Challenge.
Make some noise for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger.
What
You guys
a
got
last
20
attempt.
seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
What a last attempt there for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. 2 bicycles, but that last attempt into some combinations. Time to see what you think about that run, those 2 attempts. Will he be able to take the win here away from Chris Kohler and Brutus? It'll be up to you to decide that. JudgesZone.com. Your scores are locked. The score to beat from Chris Kohler and Brutus, 8.851. Nashville, your score for Son of a Digger is 9.211. Monster Jam fans, he is your Great Cliffs Skills Challenge winner. He is now 2 for 2 here in Nissan Stadium. Perfect thus far here in the first half of action. Let's hear it for your winner.
Hey, I need DNA test. You are a robot. Come on, let's get an interview.
Nice.
Here, Bryce.
Congratulations, Ryan. You are now 2 for 2 when it comes to the competition wins. I know that this must mean so much because you've won for these Nashville fans, but also you have family here with you, your 2 boys and your fiance in the stands.
And my beautiful fiance, Chelsea, she's up there with my 6-month-old son, Halen. This is his first ever Monster Jam. And I told him, little buddy, I know you probably don't understand what I'm saying, but I'm going to rock the house for you. My boy Race has been on my ear saying, Dad, you better get wild. And the whole time I'm on the nose, my man Bryce, my crew chief, is in my ear saying, hold it up there, dude. Go for it. Go deeper. Go crazier, man. So, man, you guys, I got my whole support team behind me, making sure I can do what I can do. But you fans have supported Team Digger for over 40 years. So no matter what, we're on this track, whether it be winning or losing, I'm doing it all for you fans. But you know what we're here for. I'm here to rock it out for Monster Jam Freestyle Nashville. Let me hear it one time. Who's ready for some Monster Jam Freestyle tonight?
A huge congratulations there to Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. I mean, completely dominated there the first half. Right now, though, this is halftime. Be sure to head up to the concourse and grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. Meet us right back here for the second half of Monster Jam action.
We've reached the pinnacle of today's event. This This is Monster Jam Freestyle!
Dang it.
Let's make some noise for Michael Pagliarulo, Excalibur. What a wild finish there for his Monster Jam Freestyle. A great run there by Michael Pagliarulo and Excalibur. Some great ending there. Big air at the finish line. Time to get those scores locked in at judgeszone.com. As we take a look at the super glue glued to the action replay, keep in mind that the replay is a culmination of a highlight reel of all the great moves from your drivers. Scores are in. Let's see what that score is. A 7.245.
Make some noise for Uproar. Well, all right. You got 20 seconds to lock in those scores. JudgesZone.com.
John Zimmer, known for some encores, and there you have it, with some donut action there at the very end. Lands his first ever Morgan & Morgan backflip in Uproar. Scores are locked. Let's see those scores up on the video board. 8.860. He's now your new leader. Our third driver coming up, Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. He looks at the Morgan & Morgan backflip. And lands it for the people!
Let's hear it for Armando Castro, El Toro Loco. You guys got 20 seconds to lock in those scores at JudgesZone.com.
What a freestyle run from El Toro Loco. Big air, crazy wow moments, lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Time to get those scores locked in. Awaiting your scores right now, JudgesZone.com. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat, Uproar, 8.860. Nashville, your score for El Toro Loco is 9.197. Your new leader. He's our next driver up. It's Nick Pagliarulo, Kraken. He lands the Morgan & Morgan Mac flip, and the clock is now paused at 11 seconds. Excuse me, 10 seconds now for Kraken. Some great momentum, some great movement there by Kraken. And unfortunately, and I'm getting word, I believe that will end his run there for Kraken. Scoring is now officially open at judgeszone.com for Nick Pagliarulo and Kraken. Lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. There it is on the replay. Remember, the replay is a highlight package of all the great moves there from our drivers, so use that replay to lock in your scores. Speaking of scores, they are locked in for Kraken, 8.215. So 8.215 is the score for Kraken. As we take a look at his super glue to the action replay. Lots of big air. Obviously, the Pagliarulos, Nick Pagliarulo, especially known for big air, taking big risks, especially in Monster Jam freestyle. The score to beat still El Toro Loco with a 9.97, followed by Uproar 8.860. Kraken sitting in third with an 8.215, while Excalibur sits in the fourth spot. We're going to continue on with our fifth competitor, Chris Kohler, Brutus.
Make some noise for Brutus. 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. It's up to you, Nashville.
Nothing left of Brutus there after that freestyle run. Chris Kohler and Brutus take charge here in Monster Jam freestyle. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, 9.197 El Toro Loco. Nashville, your score for Brutus is 9.528. He's now your new leader. What a freestyle run from Chris Kohler and Brutus. Great saves, big air on the backflip. We're taking a look at the replay right now. And there's nothing left of Brutus after that freestyle run. The replay highlighting almost every move, every ounce of Chris Kohler right there. A great save. And you now put him in the top spot. He takes the lead now with a score of 9.528. So there you have it. There is the freestyle leaderboard. Brutus now takes the top spot, followed by El Toro Loco, Uproar, Kraken, and Excalibur. We're moving on with our sixth competitor, Caleb Blood, Sparkle Smash. Waiting to see what's going on there with Sparkle Smash and Caleb Blood. And she has the green light there from our staging lights. Looks like she's lining up for the Morgan & Morgan backflip. "25 seconds left on the clock. There you have it. Make some noise for Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash. What a freestyle run from Kayla Blood and Sparkle Smash. Showing off what the 6-ton unicorn can do. Now it's time for you to let us know what you think about that freestyle run. You have 5 seconds left on the clock at judgeszone.com. Not much left there of Sparkle Smash as she collects the rest of her unicorn. Scores are locked in. Your score to beat 9.528 from Chris Kohler and Brutus. Nashville, let's see that score for Sparkle Smash.
Whoa.
8.660 for Caleb Blood and Sparkle Smash.
He's the El Toro Loco driver. It is Armando Castro. And Armando, you have had a big year this year in 2024, winning your season, winning your first world title in a Monster Jam truck. Seeing a Monster Jam run like that in freestyle is really on brand for what you've done this season, locking in that high score, landing the backflip. Talk to us about the momentum that you have right now.
Oh man, I'm enjoying every second of it. Like I said, this 2024 season has been awesome. We were able to take our first ever, series championship, and let alone kind of take the two-wheel skills at the Monster Jam World Finals this year. And SoFi, man, it was a cherry on top of my career. I'm having a good time out here. You know, these summer shows is all about kind of progressing that and keep going, staying on the hype train, keep going bigger and better. And man, I'm just a fan right here myself. I enjoy sitting and cheering on my colleagues, and these guys are my friends, man. We want to cheer each other on. We want to put the best show we can for the Monster Jam fans here in Nashville. I got to get up to Kayla. It's so cool seeing these girls coming out here and tearing it down just like us, man. It don't matter where you come from, man. You got to dream, work very hard. I'm super excited to be here in Nashville. If you're having a good time, make some noise!
And Armando, I love that you talked about being a fan because you're someone that made your dreams come true. Now what is it like for you to have the opportunity to not just compete alongside, but to win against Monster Jam legends like Tom Mentz, the Andersons, Tyler Menninga, Todd LeDuc, Jim Kohler?
It's just an incredible feeling. You know, I've dreamed about being in this position for so long. I grew up watching this. I went to my very first show when I was 6 years old. I was sitting in those exact seats that you guys are cheering on my favorite driver, and now I get to call these people my friends. You know, it's a big family here at Monster Jam, and that's what it's all about, having each other's back and putting the best shows we can. And, when somebody falls, the next person going to pick it up and, going up from there. But, man, it's about to get crazy, man. It's just getting started. I set the bar up high. You've seen Chris Kohler. You've seen Kayla. Man, I can't wait to see how I end here tonight. Let's go, Nashville!
We're going to continue things on with John Zimmer Jr., Terminal Velocity. The clock is paused at 61 seconds for Terminal Velocity and John Zimmer Jr. Of course, KCG reported back that there were some issues, but he's giving the signal that scoring now needs to be open for John Zimmer Jr. and Terminal Velocity. But Nashville, let's show him some love. He's back out here thrashing on his Monster Jam truck, him and his team. Terminal Velocity makes his stadium debut. John Zimmer Jr. Time to get those scores locked in. And we get those scores from you, the fans. You can see that replay up on the video board here from John Zimmer Jr. And scorers are in. Let's see that score for Terminal Velocity, a 4.847, and he does get a 1-point deduction because he did not fulfill the 60 seconds required here for a full score.
Monster Jam fans, what's going on? I'm in section 145. We're about to have some fun here. Everybody feast your eyes on the Monster Jam video board. We are going to name that truck. I need your help in naming it. If you think you know it, shout it out. Let's go ahead and put the puzzle up there. Oh, this is easy. Come on, shout it out. Let me hear you. Which truck is this? I hear El Toro from these beautiful people back here. Are they right? I mean, it has to be. Yep. El Toro Loco. That's called Name That Truck. Thanks for playing. Now, who's ready for more Monster Jam?
Our next driver up is Cynthia Gauthier, Lucas Stabilizer. The clock is paused at 46 seconds, waiting to see if she's going to be allowed to continue on her run. And I see red lights there from our staging lights, and scores are now open for you, the fans, at judgeszone.com. Let's make some noise for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. What a save there at the end from Cynthia Gauthier. Time to see what those scores will be for Lucas Stabilizer. You've got about 7 seconds left on the clock here at judgeszone.com. As we take a look at that replay, scores are locked in. 8.409, good enough for the 5th spot. So a solid score there for Cynthia Gauthier and Lucas Stabilizer. Unable to finish her run, though, but nonetheless, a great score. Puts her in the 5th spot. Brutus still holds the lead with a 9.528, followed by El Toro Loco. Uproar there with the 3rd spot. Sparkle Smash. Lucas Stabilizer and Kraken there for our freestyle run. We're going to get ready here in just a moment to meet our next drivers coming up.
Already on, and do your thing.
Nashville, are you having fun at Monster Jam tonight? All right, Chris Kohler's in the leaderboard right now, but his dad is coming up. I want to hear you get loud. Get on your feet for the 2-time Monster Jam World Finals Freestyle Champion, Jim Kohler, Avenger!
44 seconds on the clock for Jim Kohler, Avenger. And the clock is now paused. You heard that pop right now. 41 seconds left for Avenger. Trying to see what's going on here. And looks like our USHRA safety officials are coming out onto the track. Waiting to see. And that will do it for Jim Kohler and Avenger. Time to get those scores locked in. JudgesZone.com. You've now got about 16 seconds left to get those scores in for Jim Kohler and Avenger. Some unfortunate ending there for that freestyle run from Avenger. Scores are about to be locked in from you, the fans. If you've not started scoring, you can do so at any time. And you can start scoring right now. Scores are locked in. Your score for Jim Kohler and Avenger, 6.722.
He is currently leading the freestyle competition. It is Chris Kohler, the driver of Brutus. Chris, you and I were just talking about your dad, Jim Kohler, out there on the track. It sounds like he blew a motor.
Yeah, I mean, that's heartbreaking, especially if you have a good run like that. I mean, just to have that happen, it sucks. It definitely sucks. But I'll tell you right now, every person out here has been giving it 110%. The trucks have been failing us, not you guys. First, I mean, Armando opened the show up. It was absolutely insane. And from then on, it's been absolutely crazy. Next person, next person, next person. We still have 3-4 more trucks. And I'll tell you right now, if you think it's over, it's not even close. They're going to burn this place to the ground.
Chris, you had an amazing run, serious elevation and the backflip, great momentum. You used all of the track out there, but what really sealed the deal was that amazing save.
Yeah, the save was sweet. Same with the backflip. Honestly, my eyes were closed the whole time. I was just kind of putting the foot to the gas and just letting it happen. Sometimes a blind squirrel gets a nut.
We're going to see if he can hang on to the lead. We've got a lot more freestyle competition action coming your way.
Our next driver up, Adam Anderson, Grave Digger. Let's hear it for Adam Anderson, Grave Digger. Scoring is now open at judgeszone.com for the 5-time World Finals champion. Time to get those scores in. You can scan that QR code as well. Adam Anderson and Grave Digger, Wild Ride. You know the Grave Digger known for freestyle runs. We saw a pretty wild freestyle there. But will it be enough? Was it wild enough? Was it crazy enough for him to take the lead? Your scores are in. Let's see that score for Grave Digger. 8.325.
Oh. Let's do it.
He is our second to last competitor, Tristan England, JCB Digatron. He lands the Morgan & Morgan backflip. Let's hear it for Tristan England, JCB Digatron. Not the ending there for JCB Digatron that I'm assuming Tristan England wanted there. A slight tumble ends his run prematurely there. Take a look at the super glue, glued to the action replay. Use it to get those scores locked in as you have about 5 seconds left at judgeszone.com. The code NAS. Get those scores in, and scores are locked. Let's go straight to scores, straight to the video board. 8.757.
Representing our ladies of Monster Jam, we've got Cynthia Gauthier, the driver of Lucas Stabilizer. And Cynthia, I know that you have so many fond memories here in Nashville at Nissan Stadium. So how excited are you to be back?
I'm really excited. It's my birthday in 3 days, so I always come in Nashville and celebrate my birthday for the last 3 years. And last year I found out I was actually pregnant just after Nashville, so I took a whole year off and I'm back, so I'm really excited to be here. But I have to say I'm a little bit mad. I mean, I had that crazy cool save, and my truck is 100%, and they would not let me run. I don't think it's fair. I think there's a little bit of a favorite truck right here, so we'll see what happens.
What's it been like to be able to compete against all of these other drivers here this weekend? We have so many legends in Monster Jam. Is this an opportunity that pushes you further, but also gives you the opportunity to learn from them as well?
I mean, we have some of the best driver here, the lineup. I mean, you got to be on top of your game to win. And I'm representing Lucas Oil. I'm such an honor for me to represent them. I'm Canadian also, and I got to talk to some people in French today in the pit party, so that was pretty cool. But I'm so happy to all the support I get from all the lady and all the Lucas Oil stabilizer. Thank you guys so much.
We've got one more truck here at Monster Jam Freestyle. We're going to find out who's going to take home the freestyle win and the overall event championship.
Like Casey said, one more truck remains. Will Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger be able to pull off a complete upset here and make it 3-for-3 here tonight? There is the freestyle leaderboard. Brutus and Chris Kohler still holds the lead, 9.5 to 8. And we're about to see if there will be a sweep here tonight. El Toro Loco in the second spot, Uproar in third. JCB Digatron after that run puts him in the fourth spot. Sparkle Smash and Lucas Stabilizer round out our top 6 as we are going to get set for our very last truck to come to the track. And that will be none other than Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger.
Make some noise for Ryan Anderson, Son of a Digger. You have 20 seconds to lock in those scores at judgeszone.com. It's up to you.
A perfect event on the line here for Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger. Will he be able to sweep it here tonight in Nissan Stadium? It will be up to you at judgeszone.com. Moments away from finding out who your freestyle winner will be and your overall event champion. Scores are locked. Your score to beat, 9.528 from Chris Kohler and Brutus. Your score for Son of a Digger is 9.277. The celebration goes to your freestyle winner, Chris Kohler, Brutus. He ends the streak and does not allow Ryan Anderson the perfect event. With his own freestyle win, he collects his first 12 points of the night. He is your Monster Jam freestyle winner.
What a celebration and a huge victory for Chris Kohler, the driver of Brutus. Chris, you came out 5th in the freestyle lineup, and what a feat it was to hold on to that lead and secure the victory through 7 Monster Jam trucks.
Yeah, I mean, with this lineup especially, it's not easy. I was on the edge of my seat the whole time. Dad going out, Adam going out, Ryan going out. I knew I had a burner of a run, but if someone was going to beat it, these guys could do it. I was on tour with them all year. A 9.5's high, but that's not safe. We have 9.7s, 9.8s on our tour. I couldn't be happier. Nashville, every time I come here, I have the best luck. Let's make some noise, baby. I love it.
All right, if you've been keeping up with the math, we are about to find out who our overall event champion is. With those first half being perfect, followed by a second place finish in freestyle for a total of 35 points. Your overall event champion, it's Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger.
Ryan, congratulations. I know that a victory like this is always important, but it's extra sweet because you have family in the house here today.
Without a doubt, I have my whole little family here for the first time ever. But man, I gotta give a shout out to Renegade Fuels. They fuel all these Monster Jam trucks. Thank you guys for coming out. But I do gotta tell you guys, I wasn't done yet. My big foot broke that gas pedal all the way off the floor. So you better come back next time, Nashville, because I can promise you, I'm coming back. I'm going to get wilder. I'm going to go bigger. I'm going to go crazier. But I got to ask you something right now, Nashville. You guys have always rocked the house. I know music is y'all's thing. But Monster Jam gets wild here. So I got to ask you, who had a good time at Monster Jam tonight?
A huge congratulations to Ryan Anderson and Son of a Digger, and of course Chris Kohler and Brutus for taking home a freestyle win. Jabari, what an incredible night of Monster Jam action. We are wrapping things up here in our Summer Stadium Series. You and I are heading to Lexington, Kentucky next week.
Oh, yeah.
How excited are you, though, to be in Nashville for the first time?
Oh, but my first time in Nashville, you see how excited I am. I cannot get it out of my mouth. I checked out Broadway. It reminds me, as a Louisiana boy, kind of a Bourbon Street, if you will, a French Quarter. Really cool, exciting. So glad to be here in Nashville.
Well, we cannot thank you all enough for hanging out with us here this afternoon and into tonight. Of course, you still have time to head up to the concourse and grab your official Monster Jam merchandise. And of course, catch up with all the Monster Jam action on MAV TV. For Jabari Thomas, I'm Kay Young. And of course, for KCG, we hope you had fun and we hope to see you at our next Monster Jam.
Happy belated Juneteenth.